What if you could finally stop feeling like you're living two different lives? What if you could heal that gap between who you are on the inside and how you show up in the world every day? Today, we are diving into a massive breakthrough that does just that, unlocking a potential you probably didn't even know you had.
So let's just get right to it. Does this question hit home for you? That feeling that the person you are on a Sunday, connected to your faith, your values, is somehow a completely different person from the one who walks into the office on Monday morning? If you've ever felt that disconnect, that internal split, you are definitely not alone. And that tension is exactly what we're going to resolve today.
And it's so important to get this straight right from the start. This is not some personal flaw. That feeling of being divided doesn't mean you're doing something wrong. It actually comes from a framework, an incomplete model of identity that most of us just inherited. It's a blueprint that only shows us half of our true design. We can call this the priest-only model. It's like our spiritual life is this powerful, vibrant thing, but it's been contained inside a box, limited to the four walls of a church or our private devotional time. The focus is entirely inward, on worship, prayer, personal growth. And listen, all of that is absolutely essential. It's the foundation. But this model unintentionally holds our potential back and basically cuts off our influence on the world we live in from Monday to Friday. Okay, so look at this. Here's the first part of the equation, the priest model. Think of it as our vertical connection. It's all about that inward focus, church activities, worship, prayer. It is absolutely vital. But then, look at that empty space on the right. That represents a huge part of our lives, right? So what's the missing piece? What part of our identity is supposed to fill that void and operate out in the world? To find that missing piece, we have to go back, way back. We have to look at the source code, the original blueprint for humanity that was laid out from the very beginning. And here it is. The original mandate wasn't just one thing. It was a dual mission, two parts. Number one, govern the earth. That's all about our kingly authority, our real-world action and influence. And number two, walk with God. That's our priestly intimacy, our connection. You see? From day one, these were designed to be two sides of the same coin. They were never ever meant to be separated. And this right here, this leads us to the central breakthrough of this whole conversation. It's the moment we realize these aren't two separate jobs we have to juggle. It's about reuniting the king and the priest so they can operate as one single, powerful, integrated identity inside each one of us. And now we see the complete picture. The priest model, that's our vertical relationship, our inward focus. The king model, well, that's our horizontal relationship, our outward focus on the world. The kingly identity takes all the power, the wisdom, the revelation from that priestly connection and applies it directly to the world around us. One literally powers the other. They are a system designed to work together. This is the key. You've got to get this. Your spiritual life and your daily work are not separate categories. It's not about trying to balance two different lives. It's about living from one whole integrated identity where your work, it doesn't matter if you're an artist, an engineer, a stay-at-home parent, or a CEO, that work becomes the very arena where you exercise your spiritual authority and influence. Your sphere of influence is your kingdom. So what does this actually look like in practice? How do we do this? This brings us to what the source material is calling the 2026 mission. And the big mindset shift here is that this is not about escaping the world to go be spiritual. No, it's a purposeful expedition into the world. It's about taking that strength from our priestly identity and strategically deploying it in our spheres of influence. This expedition has a name and a very clear purpose: building the Ekklesia. Now, it is crucial to understand this. In its original context, the word Ekklesia did not mean a religious building. Not at all. It meant a governing assembly, a group of citizens who literally shaped the culture of their city. So, as kings and priests, our mission isn't just to get people into a building on Sunday. It's to build what you could call kingdom ecosystems that bring a heavenly culture, wisdom, and order into every single part of society. And the mission unfolds in three really clear steps. First, you enter your domain. Business, arts, education, whatever it is. You're already there. Second, you begin to influence the systems. You start to shape the culture, the rules, the way things operate from the inside. And third, you unite with other like-minded kings and priests to build a powerful ecosystem for lasting positive change. And I want you to let this truth just sink deep into your spirit. Your identity as a king and a priest, it is not something you have to work for or earn. It is sealed. It is secured by an unbreakable covenant. You were designed for this. And the flame, the passion, the authority placed inside of you, it cannot be extinguished by any storm.
So, I'm going to leave you with this question. Now that you know who you really are, both king and priest, what is the first practical step you are going to take to begin to shape your world? It's time to remember your original design and step fully into your assignment.